Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Webb from the Electric Cigar Box. In the shop again. Well, I've been trying to figure out what kind of video to shoot for you guys. It's all about content, 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 right? Well, I am going to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on in the old shoppy here. But before we start, my cabinet of super people. Let's check it out. Look at that. Hummingbird guitars. Now that's owned by a gentleman called Jesse Thomas, and he makes some serious guitars. Sixes, threes, diddly bows, the gambit. The link will be down below in the description. I strongly suggest you go and check this guy's instruments out. They're beautiful. Like I say, or I'll put the link in the description down below. And by all means, go and check out Mr. Jesse Thomas at Hummingbird Guitars. You will be happy. All right. So today's theme is going to be all about how I source my materials. A lot of times people ask me, well, how do you build them? What do you build them with? Well, I'll show you what I build them with. Hang on. All of this material that you see in front of you is all recycled, repurposed stuff. I call it the urban lumberyard. I went out for a drive with my truck before it died, and it got all this material. Now, this originally was a dining room table. Look at that. Hardwood, 3/4. I just went out, found myself a dining room table and a coffee table, and that ended up making me about 14 necks back there. Also, all the drawers I took out of the hutch. Look at that, 1/4 inch, nice cigar box walls. Even some joints in some of them, so you can just, saves you the time, just rip them down, make cigar box 1.5 inch, whichever you want, a thick body, however you wish. Here is the drawer faces from that cabinet. That's another piece of 3/4 inch hardwood. I'm going to rip that down to 1/4 inch each side. Cut them down. Look at that. Fretboards. Forever. I got quite a few of those. Now this one's an interesting one. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this yet, but I spotted it, and I'm sure you guys have seen this before. Look at these. These are those bed slats you get from Swedish big box stores that build furniture. And like I say, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe a fretboard, something, maybe a box wall. I have no idea. One of my favorite items that I like to use for my necks and everything, because one of these will give you a neck and fretboards is awesome. Nice, I think that's, what is that? Birch, I think it is. Some hardwood, I think it's birch or maple, one of the two. But anyway, you got a nice piece of 1/4 inch. But this started out as what? Hardwood flooring. Look at that. Even if you rip it down, you get a 1/4 inch. Fretboards. Oh, gray fretboard. That'd be nice. That's pre-finished, or a box. Whatever you want. I got this out of my urban lumberyard. Back panel. Look at that. Back panel from a cabinet. I'm not sure what a piece of 1/4 inch, something or other. But all these materials you can easily find around your neighborhood. And like I try to recycle, repurpose, reuse. You guys have seen this before. Look at that. That's my steel jig I use for my necks. I made that. That's a bed frame. Just make one of those. Make yourself a nice headstock. And away you go. And then you end up with a template for a guitar neck. So now I liked that style very much. So now what am I doing? Making a new one. But I decided I would change my headstock a little bit. So I'm just going to make myself a new one of those. And out of steel. We'll weld that right onto the end there. And then look at that. I'll have a different style of headstock. So I'll have two. Whoops. Let's get that under. There we go. Two different templates for making necks. This one I'm looking forward to. That's going to be, this is my current project that I'm going to do. I got to make this now out of steel. But there you go. Like I say, it doesn't have to cost you $1 million to build a cigar box. You know, you just got to use the old urban lumberyard. Get out there. See if you can find something to recycle, repurpose, reuse. Save a tree. Don't forget to do all that subscribe, liking stuff, and follow me, please, because it helps me help you, and we can build fun stuff together. Have a great day, everybody.